So this is the the vlog I talked about yesterday that I might do. It doesn't say, it's not from me, but this says all the things that I'd love to be able to say. It's a very interesting account of what is the reality about the ballroom, from somebody called Glee Violette. And I spoke to Sue Van Lassie. I spoke to Sue just now, and we were able to track it back. I don't know why it had gone from her page, but it's still on Glee Violette or Violette's page. So it's a long read. So if you're not interested, then now is the time to switch off, because it's 2 sides, 2.5 sides, and I'm going to read it. I'll try to read it and not sound like I am bored. I'll try to read it and get it correct. If I don't get it correct, tant pis. But many of us believe that the ballroom is an absolute monstrosity. It's a desecration of a historical building, absolutely desecration of a historical building, done by somebody that wouldn't understand what historical means, somebody that has no morals, has no concept or reverence for anything like the White House or anything. It's all about him, what he wants, and he's just frighteningly doing his thing and becoming a dictator. So I'm just going to read this, and as I say, if you are not interested, then switch off. Sorry, the lighting is really difficult in here. It's really bright, there's lights everywhere. It'd be great for when Mark is modelling, but not for me when I'm sitting trying to look glamorous. So, Glee Violette, that's going to be back to front, isn't it? Yes, it is. Glee Violette. And this was posted by her on the 23rd of October, and today is the 27th. Please, let me say this loud and clear. It was never about the ballroom. The East Wing was built in 1942 to disguise the simultaneous construction of an underground bunker, an operations centre underneath it. And just like then, the ballroom being built now is a ruse, a decoy, a distraction to cover up a new and improved bunker. So of course, Trump did not go through the national monuments, historical preservation channels. The plans for his bunker would have been exposed to many people. There would be no way to disguise the ballroom plans to hide it. There would be too many clues for experts to see. Why the rush? Those clues are all around us too, fully exposed. Trump has Congress and the Department of DOJ, I can't think, Justice, can't think what that is for the moment, and the Supreme Court in his pocket right now. But if elections happen next year, he will lose Congress. Elections must not happen, whilst presidential elections cannot be cancelled or postponed. Midterm elections can be if both chambers of Congress and the president all sign on for emergencies like war. So Trump is trying to create such an emergency, and of course recreating the military leadership of his image and staging a nationwide military coup under the guise of putting down a rebellion or insurrection would serve him nicely as well. Hegseth has now barred both the press and Congress from the Pentagon, and barred all Pentagon staff from communicating with either the press or Congress as well. He's also been purging the military of any leader with even a hint of disloyalty. Accusations by far-right influencers like Laura Loomer have resulted in firings. He's run multiple lie detector tests. He even has a new excuse, his recent threat to fire fat generals. And now he's having any service member discharged for postings on social media mocking Charlie Kirk or other MAGA leaders. And And he and Trump have been seeing how far they can push officers to follow illegal orders by having our ships fire on and destroy boats in international waters and kill people on board. Now, for the first time, he has an airstrike take out an 8th boat, killing its 2 occupants. The idea that these are terrorists taking drugs to America is laughable. They do not have enough fuel. They are headed in the wrong direction to Trinidad and Tobago for the cocaine trade. And they're not carrying fentanyl. That comes up through Central America and enters through Mexico. Every expert knows this. All international laws are being ignored. These boats are not boarded. Nothing is taken in evidence. There's no identification made of the occupants. There are no arrests or charges. There's no due process for their lawful prosecution. Most importantly, any crimes they could be charged for do not carry the death penalty. They're not being executed, they're being murdered. Trump and Hegseth are seeing just how loyal their new military commanding officers are and how far they can push them to obey their illegal orders. Will they kill random foreigners in international waters? If Trump says they are criminals and terrorists threatening America? Will they kill the same foreigners in our country, on our soil? If Trump says they are criminals and terrorists? Will they kill any foreign immigrants in our cities on his orders? Will they kill us? Trump said Hegseth should use our own cities as training grounds for the military. He's attempted to send troops into several cities with Democratic mayors and has even said out loud he wanted them to use full strength. That means live ammunition on our own people. They're also arming Homeland Security and ICE. Federal purchasing logs show ICE spent 71.5 million, I'm rounding down, on small arms, ordnance and ordnance accessories, including military supplies, weapons and ammunition, in the 9 months between Jan 20th and October 18th, according to the Daily Beast. While ICE denies a viral report that purchases include guided missile warheads, the codes on what was purchased are unclear. For instance, chemical weapons could refer to tear gas and pepper balls, or what is clear is this. Trump keeps floating a declaration of the Insurrection Act almost every single day. He threatens the military invasion of American cities almost every single day. He and his VP and his cabinet heads and Republican leaders of the House and Senate have upped their rhetoric, and all Democrats being the enemy within and Antifa terrorists, and Hamas, as in non-Christian foreign agents, and radical violent lunatics, all of it intended to make MAGA folks in red states fear and hate the people in the blue states. I'm sorry I didn't read that out very well. I got a bit distracted wondering if somebody was coming in. The whole of the red states and blue states is nonsense. Most statewide elections are pretty close. Not all our states, pretty evenly divided between Democrats and Republicans. So are our communities and even our own families. So are our communities and even our own families. But the GOP and far-right media rhetoric becomes ever more sensationalised and unhinged day by day. Trump has been planning on taking and keeping the presidency from the moment he lost the 2020 election. That's why January the 6th happened. January the 6th riot, the assault and breach of our Capitol, was the last-ditch effort to stop the certification of the election that was happening that day. After the scheme to replace official state electors and slates of fake electors failed, and Vice President Pence refused to go along with Trump's orders to overturn the election. Trump will use any means, to hold on to the office this time around. He's proven that. He has 3 goals that motivate him: personal power, wealth, and revenge. Nothing he does is for the MAGA folks. They're just his pawns. And he's not here to make America great, but to plunder it and own it. God, he's doing that really well, isn't he? So there must be no midterm elections next year. For that, he needs wartime conditions, and that war will be right here. So he needs himself a proper bunker, not the 60-year-old World War II bunker he hid in last time. A lavish, opulent, huge bunker in the style to which he's become accustomed. Oh, and the ballroom he's building over it will be a nice place to serve as a proper great hall and throne room afterwards, in order to receive tributes from future supplicants as well. She's edited to add, CBS just confirmed it. The bunker under the East Wing will be upgraded, sources told CBS News. The White House Military Office is handling the renovation of the bunker, which is known as the President's Emergency Operations Center, and the price tag has just jumped to $300 million. Well, I hope something happens soon. I hope something happens to scupper it all. I hope you can find a way out. I've been hoping that, along with all of you, for months, and I'm shocked that he's still standing. I'm shocked that it's still going on. I'm shocked at the amount of people that are behind him. I'm shocked at the sycophants, shocked at the oligarchs that are giving me money. I can't believe it. It's horrifying to watch what's going on. And I don't live there. And as I said yesterday, it's not my White House. It's not my country. But I'm so distressed to see what he's doing and what he's done. I can't imagine how you feel over there. It's your White House. I can't imagine how you feel. I'll in case it disappears, I'll post this as a post. I have to break it up because it's quite big, onto my thing, onto my community page. I'll post it as well, but I'll upload this first. And thanks for those of you that are watching and have stayed and listened. I hope you appreciate it. Thanks to Sue for sharing it. Van Lassie, I nearly missed it. And I'm really pleased that I saw it and managed to read it all the first time before it disappeared, and was then keen enough to go back and look for it. I'm sure there's lots of people that have got stuff online similar to this, but I don't know where to look. So yeah, I'm following this page now, Glee Violette, and she's got some interesting stuff on there. Anyway, have a good evening, day, morning, wherever you are. And well, Dave Allen, there was an Irish comedian called Dave Allen. At the end of his sketch, he always used to say, because he was an atheist, a bit like me, he always used to say, and may your God go with you. So that's that. May your God go with you. Okay, bye.